If it's bull or bear, I don't care. It's quite a rough ride, just like life. But I'm kinda patient, 'cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm. And crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Crypto Crow, and it's 5:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We are getting ready to head into the new year, and I'm actually really excited, and I've been super busy with a whole bunch of good stuff going on, and I'm sorry I haven't been live in a while. I've been actually trying to let these Chainwise lecture videos run their course, and I have plenty more to come, but I've been doing a lot of self-reflection and a lot of planning and just trying to figure out what I want my 2020 year to look like, what my goals are, what do I want to accomplish in 2020, and I've been, what do I want in terms of family, business, health, my channel, all of it. And I think I'm going to be doing a lot, like after this live video, kind of letting everybody know, here's everything that's happening right now. You know, I think I'm going to be taking a new, well, not necessarily a new focus, but there are a lot of things that I want to change and different places that I want to be putting my energy. And so I think, you know, one of the first things is my health. In my early 40s, I really want to get serious about getting in shape and my health. And, you know, diet is a big thing. Diet has always been such a challenge for me. Finding something that just blends with my natural way of life, which is I'm a night owl. I stay up really late, often until 2 or 3 a.m. And I miss you too, Roach. Really glad to see everybody. And there's just so much I want to do. I decided that I'm likely going to go back to jiu-jitsu. Even if I can scrape by with 3 days of jiu-jitsu a week, I think I want to, I've trained a lot in a lot of different places and a lot of different gyms, and I don't have a belt. I don't have a belt in anything. I never have. And I really want I mean, to be realistically, I'd love to earn a black belt in jiu-jitsu at some point. I feel like my skill levels in jiu-jitsu right now, I don't even know what I would, you know, where would I be in terms of a belt? I would say none, because I feel like I have a lot of various levels of experience that are pertinent to a lot of individual belts, but I haven't mastered any one, you know, if I'm being realistic. And I really want to. I'm thinking of going to like Son of Siam, which is really close to me. A lot of guys that I know train over there, and it's just a nice facility, and it's a lot of good guys. Chris Curtis, I'm pretty sure he's still out there. He just fought. I just saw him fight this past weekend on ESPN. And you know, I've known Chris for a long time. He used to fight for me. And, you know, it's like, I don't want to fight or anything. I just want to get back into shape. I want to get into better shape. And I'm going to be making that a commitment. And I want all of you guys to help hold me accountable. I really do. I've thought about There's just a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish, and I really want to lose. I want to get to 270. I want basically a 30-pound drop. And I know that I can do it if I just stayed consistent and I got really active again. And that's what I want to do. It's really difficult when you're as big as I am, 7 feet tall. You're just a giant monster, and it's really difficult because, it's difficult to stay on a diet. It's difficult to stay active. It's like our dog. We've got a Bernese Mountain Dog, and he's already lazy, and he's still a puppy. Come to Thailand. I would love to train in Thailand. I would love to train in Thailand so much. But anyway, one of the first things that I want to let everybody know is about CrowsNest X. I've pulled the plug. After over a year of working with shift markets, let me see what comes up for them. I'll put. This is who we were originally going through, is shift markets. And I can't say a whole lot right now at all. All I can say is that I've decided to pull the plug. And I want to say more, but I just can't, because there may be, I can't even say what the next steps are, but I had a lot of people basically saying, hey, Crow, you should do an STO. If we did this STO, then we can get the operating capital. We need to grow our staff and do this. And I really wanted to. And we spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of money on, we spent a sizable chunk of change just on our memorandum, our private placement memorandum. And I really wanted to do it. And we were really working hard towards it. But due to a lot of issues that went unresolved, and just my own sense of discomfort, I think I could say that I didn't feel confident in going out and launching an STO. And there were a lot of issues that I wanted to address that were very, very difficult to do. And I don't know, maybe it'll all come out in the future, but I just felt it was best that we move on. And we just cut ties, and CrowsNest X was actually the first platform to utilize Prime Trust as the fiat custody and onboarding. They handle the AML, KYC, all of that. Now, Binance US uses the same company. I feel that, we had a lot of good things going, but it just was not what it needed to be. And there's so much I would love to be able to say, but I just don't think I I can. My lawyers have said, no, you can't go on and say this, and that. All I can really say is that CrowsNest X, as it was originally planned, is not going to happen. And I have spent the last year sweating it hard. A lot of my issue, my concerns, a lot of my stress really stemmed from trying to get CrowsNest X to a place that I felt confident. And here's the thing, I know that a lot of companies out there, they love to just be willy-nilly. They just love to just throw shit together, call it something, and launch it and hope for the best. But, I learned a very, very valuable lesson just in the game that I tried to kickstart years and years ago, where it's like you have this great idea and it's like a big passion project and it's something that you have all the best intentions for, and then things don't work out. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be, just wasn't a good idea for this. This is not to say that like we're working on alternative potential scenarios to be able to launch CrowsNest X in the future, but I'm not 100% that I even want to do that. I'm just being as blunt and open as I can possibly be. No, we didn't take any investment money. I mean, I had a couple partners. We did not do any public funding. We did not do anything like that. That's the whole point. I didn't feel right about doing any of that, given where I felt the platform was. And so it's just, it sucks, but that's pretty much it. And, we did a pretty extensive beta test, and, crypto will rip your entire life apart if you don't control it. Yeah, I mean, look, one of the things that I just came to realize is that I would feel much better with my own team. Here's the thing, a lot of people, they kind of they shun, or they kind of talk down against companies that do these STOs to launch their platforms or whatever. But I will say that to be able to have the capital to go out and cherry pick the best people for a development team to create something in your vision, the way you want it to work, to be able to manage and maintain your own support, and just basically being everything under your direct control. It's the only way to do this. It's the only way to do something like this. And it's just, there's no other way around it. And so while I would love to go out there and blow up and do some big STO and get all this stuff, with the way things are changing consistently in the crypto space, and the way it's all changing in terms of regulation, and just all of the different variables that make up the cryptocurrency space, and the way exchanges need to be ran, and just all of that stuff. There are just so many variables, and I just don't know if I feel comfortable with the space where it is right now, and taking such a huge risk. I feel like everything you do in the crypto space right now is a risk. Whether you're an investor, or you're a business owner, or you're an entrepreneur, or whatever, I feel like everything is a bit of a risk. And so I guess in a nutshell, if we decide, whatever we decide to do from here, I'll of course be letting everybody know. I think we had 4 or 5 deposits during the beta testing that are being handled. I mean, nothing big. Like, there's just nothing big. But the situation definitely sucks, but I'm also looking at it as it's just the way it's meant to be. So my goal is to just focus on things that I can control much more directly, and go from there. So that's that. I don't think I said anything too bad. Just we're parting ways and we're moving on, and that's pretty much all there is to it right now. So that is that. I want to make note of Celsius Network. One of the projects that I've been bullish on for a long time. It's been trading at pretty sure it's been trading at 4 cents through the bear market. And a lot of stuff has been, a lot of the market has been kind of just stagnant. But Celsius actually, Alex Mashinsky sent me a message the other night. He was like, check this out. Just thought you'd like to know that one of your top picks is booming, And I'm like, holy cow. And then I went and I looked, and it's like, whoa, it's at 16 cents right now. And I'm not going to lie, a part of me was kind of wondering, like, when is Cell going to start taking off? Like, when is it, with everything that the company has been doing, all of the big clients, all of the big activities, just the partnerships and just all of the stuff, when is it going to start moving? It's starting to move. And I'm like really, really, really happy about it. You know, as one of my holdings, it's up 328% against Ethereum over the past year. And so, and it's still moving beyond. And, you know, as a cryptocurrency, as a whole thing, I have to give credit to Alex, man. I mean, Alex has been such an ambassador and just educating people and just doing things on such a big scale. And I just, you know, Alex is one of those guys that, I mean, and they're not paying me to shill this. I'm just letting you guys know, like, these are the reasons why I've been really bullish on Celsius. And, you know, I was very, very grateful to have Alex come to Chainwise and speak. He didn't have to do that. I mean, he literally flew to Cincinnati on his own dime, spoke for an hour. I even had to cut him short, even though I didn't want to. We just had a very strict schedule. But you know, and then he pieced out, went to New York, get back to his family. He didn't have to do that. It's that kind of mentality that I saw in him early on, and it's just a very natural, very real drive to try and help the space, build a business. You know, he's a lot of what I wish I could be more of, if I'm very honest. Yeah. Let me see. I'm not sure. I was uploading to BitTubers and saw you on a live. Do you also plan to upload there too to distribute your work? I don't know. I'm not sure about BitTube or these other platforms. I mean, it's, you know, they sound great, but they have no, I mean, BitTube actually didn't look too bad, and I think I tried to set it up, but I can't just import my YouTube channel. I would have to go download everything, upload everything. I mean, if they make it easy for me to just import my YouTube channel, then sure, I'd love to. And then I would likely just, you know, keep rolling with that. But I don't have the time to like download every video I've ever done. I didn't even get a strike. I didn't get anything on my channel. Everybody was talking about, you know, YouTube's trying to shut down cryptocurrency tubers, and it's like, look, I'm not the biggest, but I'm not the smallest either, and I didn't have any issues. So I don't know what it was or what caused it or what was happening. But I don't promote leverage trading platforms. I don't do technical analysis videos trying to get everybody all pumped up about what's coming and then telling everybody about this options platform I'm going to make a fortune on if everybody tries to play my TA. You know, I don't do any of that bullshit. I mean, that's, you know, I just don't do any of that. I think that, I don't know if that had any role in any of it, but I didn't do it. And I didn't have any problems. I feel like you know, since the very beginning, if I did an ICO review or something like that, I was very open about me being paid. Like they paid me half a Bitcoin or whatever the hell it was. And, you know, I was paid to do this, and you guys also know that even when I did paid promos, I basically, if it was a shit project, I told you. So it's like, I've always been very straightforward on this channel about everything. So it's, you know, I just, yeah, I would love to be on another platform and expand my reach that way. But hell, even my Instagram, I don't even have an Instagram account anymore because some douchebag, or a couple of them, decided to try and start impersonating me on Instagram. And so Instagram, and I reported it. Well, by me reporting them, they shut down my Instagram handle too. And then when I go to try and prove that it's me by uploading my ID and such, it doesn't even work. I'm like, what a shit show. I'm like, I'm done then. You know, let all the pretty people take pictures of their asses and get famous on Instagram. I'm over it, man. It's like, I'm just so tired of the shade and the shittiness. I can't take it. You're doing Chainwise 2 next year, right? I'm planning on it, but I'm going to do it a lot different. I'm going to be doing Chainwise, but doing it a lot differently. Jason, would you put $200 into Bitcoin or Cardano? Can't choose both. Oh. Me personally, if I had just $200 and I'd spent all this time, reading, learning, talking to Charles, all the stuff that I know about Cardano, the plans for it, everything happening right now, compared to Bitcoin, if I were placing a bet, and I'm thinking, you know what, I don't know a whole lot about crypto, but I learned a lot about Bitcoin, I learned a lot about Cardano, I would probably put $200. Me personally, this isn't financial advice, don't do what I'm saying. But I personally would probably put, realistically, I'd put 100 into Cardano and 100 into Bitcoin. But if I can't choose both right now, $200, I'd probably put it into Cardano. And I would consider it a roll of the dice, and that would be that. And then I would stake that Cardano on the Cardano staking pool. It's probably going to be showing up in wallets, I'm guessing, tomorrow. And then grow it. It looks like we have some anonymous Cardano trolls. Obviously, they hold giant bags of something that they expect to take a hit. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And another thing I wanted to point out is this. I saw that this is still going on right now. Apparently, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of CoinBase, has gone solo. No, he hasn't. This is bullshit. Any of you guys that are seeing this on YouTube and it's popping up because the algorithm is promoting it, this is a scam. This is not Brian Armstrong. Everything is turned off on this because they don't want anybody to come in there and be like, this is scam. Platform. But basically, I haven't seen a scam like this since EVE Online. But basically, what they're trying to do is say, send us this address, and we're going to send, so if you send us 0.1 Bitcoin, you will receive 1 Bitcoin back, plus a 10% bonus. And then they're doing this. They're taking a previously recorded video of Brian Armstrong talking about everything going on, and then they're making it look like, look at this. Oh, this person sent so much in. They got 37 Bitcoin right back out. It's all complete bullshit. This is a scam. And they not only do it with, hey, there's me. They're not only doing it with Brian Armstrong, but they're doing it with Justin Sun. They're doing it with all these big key figures. And what's sad is I can only imagine how many people actually think that this is real and are sending Bitcoin to this address. This is the kind of scam that has been running in EVE Online since the dawn of the game. So my hope is that people look at this and they think, wow, this is some ridiculous bullshit. And hopefully people have enough sense to say, first of all, why would Brian Armstrong be running a blank YouTube channel? Why has this live video, it started streaming 52 minutes ago, they stop it and they restart it again over and over and over again. The whole thing is so laughable, but it's sad that some people might run across this and be like, I've got a little Bitcoin, I'll send it and see what happens. And these scammers are going to make money. Stay away from this shit. Spread the word that this is happening. And do not send any of these jokers your money. Your Bitcoin, your whatever. You're never going to see any of it again. I guarantee you that. Rolex 23's in the house with a $5 tip. Thank you, sir. Hey, everyone. Cardano will be huge. Smash up the likes for Jason, everyone. Crow that or scared of Cardano, Crow. I'm not sure what you said there, but cool. Those scams have been popping up everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Yeah, these scams and the bots. Yeah, anytime I have to go out, anytime I do a video and get rid of all of the bot spammy crap in the comments. But there's some points that I wanted to make, but hold on a minute. I'm gonna take another quick look at chat. I'm sure they're making money too. Bro, what do you think about the Ethereum Classic wrapped in Cardano DeFi project? I don't know. So I had this thought today, and I just thought I would share it with everybody. I had this thought. It just popped in my head, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder if this has anything to do with it. You know, back in the day, like when I first became a Freemason, I was doing a lot of research on all sorts of crazy stuff, right? You know, this guy told me, he's like, you know, if you're interested in Freemasonry, just look it up on the internet. You know, a lot of the stuff you see is going to be bogus, but some of it will be real. You know, make your own conclusion, and if you decide you want to become one, ask one, kind of thing. Like, all right, cool. For 3 years, I would sit around on AboveTopSecret.com. What was the other one I used to read real heavily? The Black Vault, I think. All sorts of stuff, man. It's all I did at night. You know, this is long before I ever knew about crypto. But this is way before crypto took up all my time. But I was reading all this stuff. And there was a lot of interest in the conspiracy, or not a conspiracy theory, but the theory of the quickening. Basically, the idea that the universe is slowly speeding up, right? And that over time, we're going to reach a point where we're utilizing more of our brain, we're accomplishing more in less time, and that overall, the entire world as we know it will just be naturally a faster paced environment kind of thing. And I haven't read this, but Time of the Quickening. I just pulled this up just to kind of show everybody some of the idea of it. But anyway, and I started thinking about the quickening recently, and I started thinking, if I believe that this is true, not only has, you know, think about it. The last 2 years of this very slow, very boring, very uneventful bear market in crypto has gone by like a flash in the pan. The way my perception of time has worked from my 20s to my 30s, from my 30s to 40s, everything feels faster to the point where it scares me. I think about the way our youth, our children, you know, the kids, the kids of the current generation, how they're all about video games, social media, instant gratification. They're being programmed to literally expect things to happen the instant they think of them. Because all they have to do is say, I'm going to do this, and boom, it happens. It's a very weird kind of mentality. And I see it in, you know, nowadays, if you want to be famous for something, just get on Instagram and take nice butt pictures. I mean, that's pretty much all it takes anymore. You know, TikTokers, you know, they're on there, you know, doing these dances, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, 300,000 views. And it's like, wow, like, it just doesn't take, you can get on YouTube and just ramble on about bullshit and get 80,000 followers. My point is, it just doesn't take, you know, like, I don't look at myself. I know some YouTubers, like, it really goes to their head. Like, this is all they live for. You know, I'm a YouTuber, and it's like, I've got all these people that watch me and think I'm important and special. I really just don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'm just some middle-aged dude that comes on the internet and talks about stuff he's into, and people, you know, enjoy it. That's the way I look at it. I don't, I don't look at it like I'm special in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it's probably more the opposite. Some guys, it really goes to their head though. But then I started thinking about, blockchain technology and where that's going and where we're being led. The idea of like, if you want to send assets from point A to point B, no longer will that take, a week to 2 weeks to do internationally. It can be done instantly now. The way blockchain technology is ultimately going to help facilitate this quickening and enable people to live their lives at a much faster pace. Like I saw, I was watching Joe Rogan again. I watch his stuff all the time, but he was talking about this company that did research where they can tell the approximate population of a city by simply recording the speed by which people cross the street. Because in more populated and more dense cities, people generally move faster. Everything is a little more rushed, a little more stressful, a lot more going on. But in rural areas, somebody can cross the street in 20 minutes with their beer and their tobacco, and he's just, enjoying life, and that's all good, right? And so there are just so many different things that I believe are changing literally as we speak that is ultimately going to change the way everything works and everything happens. And I'm definitely glad to be a part of it. But I have Crow Trader. It's in beta 11 right now. And mine, I boiled mine down to just this pair for the time being. Right now it's looking for an exit. It's looking for an exit, and we'll see if it finds one. But right now it's negative 4.18%. But as you can see, I get a lot of entries and exits, and it's just a matter of time. This is data I've found to be the most volatile cryptocurrency on Binance. And you'll see some of these are gains, some of them aren't. Some of the stuff is but it's all averaging out into decent and pretty consistent profits. And you can see, profit today, it completed one trade. Now this is saying 14 trades. This is over a 7-day period. So as time progresses, this number changes a lot. But if I go into my dashboard, I can see 50% or 50 trades. This is my total profit and loss over the 50 trades the bot has made. But what's happened is I basically consolidated. I was running a different stuff, and I had one that it was at like an 18% loss, and I'm like, it's been like that for a week. I'm losing money with my other pair because this has been stuck in a bag, and I just went ahead and sold it. And then I just doubled up on what this pair was trading. And so my profits have been going up. So it's saying my portfolio value is only $27, so that's not right. It's all in this one trade right now. And I'm just continuing to experiment and things like that, but I haven't been doing a lot of back testing or paper trading. But I will be doing more of that. I just know that data is like, it's streamer. And because of this, I started looking into this streamer, this other cryptocurrency. It's basically a protocol that actually looks pretty cool. And I haven't done a full in-depth review of it or anything, but I'm like, man, if I'm trading this so much, why don't I take a little bit of a deeper look into finding out exactly what I'm trading? And I'm like, okay, this looks cool. I feel comfortable. So I got out of ENJ. I put it all. So now instead of trading 76.53, I'm trading basically 12,000 data at a time, buying and selling. And, so like you can see here, I bought at this much, and then I sold at that much, and then that was the profit. And you can go through, and there's a whole bunch of them. So the bot's doing well. It's working, and I'm really enjoying it. And I check it and I say, hey, what's happening? We are coming up on the first full version, we're basically taking all of the bugs and everything that the bot has, a lot of our user base in the Crow Trader Telegram, some of these guys, Ray, RAI, this dude's a monster. He's a beast with what he's doing with the bot. He's making me look stupid with my own bot. I'm not even kidding. The guy, the profits, he's using RSI with his strategies, which I am not, and he's just making a killing. There are guys that are using this bot in ways that I'm like, holy shit, and they're sharing it all in the community. I just haven't had time to like really go in and be like, okay, hey man, show me what you got, show me what you're doing. I will be soon, and I'll be sharing that. But one of the things that I did do is I put this article out. So for those of you guys that are using the bot and you still don't realize this is here, if you go to the blog, this is the Binance trading pair volatility rankings, at least as of the date that I did this. And this is basically showing, the number one volatility coin over the last 30 days. And then it goes down from there, all the way down to the least. And then these aren't showing any volatility at all. Some of them are stable coins and that sort of thing. So, that's definitely helpful. So if you have limited, if you're trading, keep in mind, I'm only using, I started with at the time it was $200 worth of Bitcoin. And I think that was, I think that was literally I don't even know if it was 0.2 Bitcoin or 0.02 Bitcoin or whatever it was, but I'm at almost 0.026 Bitcoin now. So, it's all fun, and it's just all about accumulation. And so I'm having a good time with it. We put coupon codes for, different periods for different things all over the place. And we're looking to have one big hoorah once we launch. Now, one other thing that I want to point out is the Cardano. There's nothing here yet. But this is going to be the website. It's crowdano.com. This is going to be the website for the Crypto Crow Cardano staking pool, which has been completed and it has been submitted and registered and all this stuff, but it's been the holiday weekend. So we're just waiting on the Cardano team to approve it. And then you will see it pop up in the delegate wallet, or in the testnet wallet when you go to delegate your stake. As of right now, it looks like when we do launch this thing, we're going to have somewhere between 5 and 6 million Cardano being delegated to the wallet. And that's before I've even really done a how-to video or anything. That's just people that, have been holding Cardano and getting into it and love the fact that I've been a big supporter and they want to be a part of the Cardano stake, so the stake pool. So that's going to be really cool, and I'm looking forward to getting that going. And I have one more project. Well, obviously we've got Crow Mining. So crowmining.com, if for whatever reason you're looking to get into ASICs mining and you want to do, utilize a co-located mining facility with cheap power, check it out. Join the Telegram group. The dashboards have changed. So this is what my dashboard looks like. I've got 21 miners right now, and since this dashboard went live, I've mined up 0.062 Bitcoin, and then this is about what I'm mining up a day. That's profit, and that's while Bitcoin is at a low. This is gonna go up quite a bit once Bitcoin's price goes up and we're spending less on power bills. So, but that's the dashboard that you get with Crow Mining when you set up. And I can withdraw it and do whatever I want with it anytime. So, this has been really shaping up to be really, really solid. Very solid team. Amir's been doing a really good job at managing me and everybody else in the community, always answering questions. And I know that there's something that he sent me recently. You can find out more information, I'm sure, in the Telegram group. But in a nutshell, it's something about people. I guess that we have 120 miners right now available. So when you buy them, they go right online. You don't have to wait 30 days, 60 days, 90 days like everybody did early on. But because the price of Bitcoin is low, the profitability isn't as high because, the power bill's got to be paid. They're basically trying to supplement that with some like vacation type deal. And I don't know all the details other than I think you pay for your flight and it covers your hotel and stuff like that. I don't know how cool it is because I haven't really gone into detail with him about what it is and all of the details, but you're welcome to join the Telegram channel. There's a link on here somewhere. There it is. Well, that's directly to Amir. So if you go down to the bottom here, you can message Amir directly. But I know that there's a link somewhere in here. I just don't remember where. So that's that, folks. Bitcoin's at 74.26, which is pretty good. Ethereum is taking a bit of a pump. You know, I saw the news article about Bitcoin. Ben, Jesus, what are you tipping so much for? Thanks for all the information, brother. You're a treasure to the community. Your hard work is appreciated. Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's wow, $20. Thanks, I appreciate it. And I what was I that totally sidetracked me. I don't even remember what I was saying. There he is, Bitcoin Ben. Oh yeah, I saw the article about one of the Ethereum co-founders and how he had basically sold off like $11 million worth of Ethereum. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, I don't see Ethereum dying next year, and I don't see Ethereum doing terrible, but I don't necessarily see it shooting to the moon and doing insanely well like it did in 2017 into 2018. There's just too much competition against Ethereum now. Legitimate blockchain competition that's faster, more scalable. Cardano. I really expect Cardano to kick the shit out of Ethereum moving forward. I mean, I think the first quarter of 2020 is going to be very telling as we head into the halving, and then post halving when things really start to turn around. You know, Cardano, Aeon, a lot of these projects I think are going to start really kicking Ethereum. And I'm not saying Ethereum's not going to go up, because it will, but I don't necessarily I think that there are going to be some other things that are going to go up significantly faster than Ethereum. And I think Cardano is obviously going to be one of them. There's just too much competition in the smart contract protocol space now. And a lot of these are going to do it better than Ethereum did. And so we'll have to see. Hey, everyone. Crow is one of the good guys in the community. Well, thank you, Ben. I appreciate that, brother. I certainly try to be. Look, I'm not flashy, and I don't do a lot of you know, super well produced, you know, videos full of nonsense, and I don't, you know, there's nothing special about me, but it is what it is. I just try to call it how I see it, and I do the best I can. I will let everybody know that we are working on a new platform that is going to make things easier for people to trade on their own exchanges, and it's going to be it's going to basically allow you to do really sophisticated charts and trade on across multiple exchanges from that same chart. And there are going to be some other benefits and things, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I've shifted my focus to that, and I want to get that really rocking here over the next 2-3 months. And everything I'm doing is in preparation for the halving and what's to come after. And so I'm just doing everything I can. And, you know, my New Year's resolution is really going to be all about trying to build good relationships. I want to build more quality relationships in the crypto space. I want to try and help companies that I truly believe in. But a lot of that depends on how they handle things. And I'm going to be cutting ties with projects that aren't reciprocative. What's the word? Reciprocative? Block who? Hold on. I don't know who I'm supposed to be blocking. I have no idea. Shut up, you're a troll. Block him. I don't see who, you guys will have to let me know who you're talking about. King Cardano's a troll? What? Bro, what do you think of reserve rights? Don't know. I'm trying to figure out where the drama is. I don't see anything. Oh, why is G-Flight? Well, I don't understand what G-Flight is. He just in there just trolling people? What's up, Michael? I thought I made Natasha a moderator of this chat. Natasha, now you're a moderator. You moderate everything else. So, no, I'm not a troll. Love Crow. What's a troll? G-Flight. G-Flight. All right. So now Natasha's a moderator. So you guys have to listen to her. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying because I was distracted by all of the like, ban this guy, get rid of this troll. It's just an opinion. I don't know what, oh, LOL, ADA is not a competition for Ethereum, laugh my ass off. That's fair. I mean, you're more than entitled. That's not really trolling. I mean, some people don't feel that Cardano is going to do what I think it will, and that's okay. It doesn't make you a troll. When I think of a troll, I think of somebody just spreading nonsense and BS and, just tossing insults and all that. Like, I don't care if somebody has a differing opinion than mine. That's completely fine. But you're wrong. But that's just my personal opinion. So it is what it is. I mean, we'll find out. We're definitely going to find out here sooner than later. And for those of you out there, like if you have not yet, you guys gotta watch the Chainwise lecture videos because they are so good. They are so good. And I also want to make sure that Crypto Beetles and the Monarch token were very big supporters of Chainwise and of me. He actually bought commercials to put into these lecture videos, and I've been hooking him up. I've been giving him more than he bought just because I just appreciate I honestly, I think I could probably call like Beatles and be like, hey dude, I need a new leg. My leg is bad and it's gonna cost 250 grand. And he'd probably be like, cool man, I got you. Like I don't, not that I ever would, but he's just never batted an eye. And I don't really ask him for much, but I did let him know, like, hey, I'm selling commercial time because I'm trying to make up for some of the losses of Chainwise. And he's like, what do you need? What's up? What do you want to do? And I was like, here's what we're selling commercials and this and that. And he's like, yeah, put me down for X. And I'm like, wow, cool, that's awesome. And so, I mean, he's just somebody that really puts his money where his mouth is. And he really has been very supportive. Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Beatles and his video was really, really good. And I don't know. Look, here's the thing. And I'm going to basically close this out with this. As we head into 2020, I encourage everybody to really sit down and map out what you expect to get out of this year. I know I am. I mean, there are a lot of things. If anything, I need to close out and remove myself from, like I have an idea for, a game that I want to start, like a little miniatures game, like something that you could play solo and something that I would like to play that takes place in kind of a little, world that I've always had in my head. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't have the time. I am like yearning to do something creative. And so I've been painting models again. I mean, I'm trying to paint models. I'm posting them to my Twitter. But I want to create. I really, really want to create something. And it's like, sure, we've got Crow Trader and we've got Crow Mining and we're going to have this other platform, which I'm not even going to announce the name of yet. And that's all cool, but that's business. And I want to create something that's more in line with my like fun interests, my hobby interests, gaming or something. And but I have to focus on other things first. I have to focus on getting into good shape, getting my diet on point, making sure that the businesses that I have going are growing and they're ready. For when the market comes back, the people start coming back, and being able to guide people. I am going to be doing some I don't know how in depth they're going to be, but they're going to be informative. Projects that I used to like, and I've said this before, but I mean it. I'm going to be doing videos on projects that I've liked and where are they now. But I'm going to be doing them in a little bit of a different way than I was before. There's just a lot, and I'm literally writing everything out on notebook paper, just kind of all my ideas, what I want to accomplish, where I'm at, what all of it. And so I hope that all of you guys do the same thing. 2020 is going to be a really, really interesting year. And I think it's going to be the year when things really start to turn around and start to come together. And I just can't wait. I feel like the next 2 years are going to be the years that change the lives of everyone that spent the last 2 years preparing. And I truly believe that. And, there are so many things that I want to do outside of crypto. And I just, the bear market is the time for accumulation. It's the time for planning. It's the time for reevaluating your life, where you're at, where you want to be, what you want to accomplish. And hopefully every one of you guys out there watching this have been doing exactly that. Planning out what you want out of 2020. And, I hope that you guys all stick around and join me for the ride. I think things are going to get fun again. I think things are going to get interesting. May get worse before it gets better. So don't get me wrong. Anything could happen tomorrow and nothing's guaranteed. But I think that a lot of the risk that we've all been taking in this space, I do believe is going to pay off. And I think that it's going to be an exciting time. So until then, it's December 29th. We're heading into 2020. I hope you guys all have a very safe New Year's. Do not drink and drive. Drink at home. That's what my wife and I do. We sit at home. We watch the ball drop on television. We can get as tipsy as we want. And we don't have to worry about ourselves or other people behind the wheel for that matter. So I encourage you guys all to do the same. And until next time, thanks for joining me. Crow your coins, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good evening.